Hello everyone. Today we'll learn about breath sounds that are heard on chest auscultation. So the idea of auscultation began with Hippocrates when he applied his ear to the patient's chest to hear transmitted breath sounds and called this procedure as immediate auscultation. So the first sound that he heard was succussion splash of hydropneumothorax. This is a pictorial demonstration of immediate auscultation. But applying your ear to the patient's chest was not only inconvenient for the patient but was also unhygienic. But it was not until 1816 when Linnæus invented stethoscope and made the practice convenient and hygienic. So this is the stethoscope that was developed by Linnæus, and this is him performing mediate auscultation using his stethoscope on a child. So how do we perform auscultation of the chest? The chest is auscultated over front, sides and back. We should avoid auscultation over the bones and always compare both the sides. Auscultation is generally not done over trachea, and one of the things to be considered here is that we should avoid auscultation over hairy chest and synthetic clothing, as it may produce a crackling sound which can be mistaken as rains. So we should always stand on the right side of the patient, and auscultation should probably be done in sitting position if possible. Before auscultation, ask the patient to turn the face to the left side so the patient cannot breathe on your face. Ask patient to breathe through open mouth and breathe regularly and deeply and without producing any noise. Breath sounds are divided into normal breath sounds and abnormal or adventitious breath sounds, and the sounds mentioned here are the ones that we hear commonly. Vesicular breath sounds are soft, low-pitched, and rustling in quality. The inspiratory phase is usually larger than the expiratory phase, as you can see in the figure, with no pause between inspiration and expiration. The vesicular breath sounds are not generated in the alveoli, rather, they are generated in the segmental lobar and the central airways. Tracheal auscultations are not performed frequently. So tracheal breath sounds, when heard, are heard at the suprasternal notch or the lateral neck, and they are similar in quality to the abnormal bronchial breathing. They are hollow, tubular in quality, and clearly heard in both phases of respiratory cycle. It indicates upper airway patency and can be disturbed if upper airway patency is altered. It is also used as a non-invasive means to monitor sleep apnea. Bronchial breath sounds are loud, hollow, and high-pitched, blowing type of sound produced by passage of air through the tracheobronchial tree. These sounds are similar in quality to the tracheal sounds. Now, these sounds are heard or audible in situations where sound generated in the central airways is transmitted more or less unchanged to the lung substances, as you can see in consolidations or any superficial cavity with patent bronchus. Now, it is normally heard over manubrium, right upper chest or interscapular region. So bronchial breath sounds has an expiratory phase which is longer than the inspiratory phase. In the vesicular breath sounds, the inspiratory phase was longer than the expiratory. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, the expiratory phase is longer in the bronchial breath sounds. There is a distinct pause that you can hear between inspiration and expiration due to the absence of alveolar phase. Now, bronchial breath sounds are divided into tubular, cavernous, and amphophoric breath sounds. Crackles or rails is a bubbling or crackling sound produced by the passage of air through exudate filled airways or due to sudden opening of the relatively stiff alveoli at inspiration. Now, they can be heard in a healthy person, but they tend to disappear after a few deep breaths. They are of two types, fine and coarse. Now, fine crackles are high-pitched, less loud sound. They are heard in mid to late inspiratory period, usually at the basal part of the lungs. Now, they are unrelated to secretions as opposed to the coarse crackles and are associated with various other diseases like interstitial lung fibrosis, asbestosis, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, etc. Now, coarse crackles are low-pitched, loud sounds compared to fine crackles and are heard in both phases of respiratory cycles. They can be heard in any area of the lung and they are commonly heard in patients with obstructive lung diseases and can also be heard in patients with pneumonia, congestive heart failure, and those with secretions like pulmonary edema and lung abscess. A stridor, it is a loud, high-pitched musical sound produced by turbulent flow through upper respiratory tract obstruction. Now it is often intense, sometimes it can clearly be heard without the aid of a stethoscope. It is mainly inspiratory but can occur during expiration or in both phases. Wheeze, it is defined as a high-pitched continuous sound louder than the underlying breath sounds and are often audible at the patient's open mouth and occasionally at some distance from the patient. Now compared to stridor, wheeze occurs because of narrowing or obstruction of the lower airways, basically of the branches between second and seventh generation of the airway tree. It is expiratory in nature compared to the stridor which was inspiratory, but as stridor, it can occur in any phase of the respiratory cycle. Generalized wheeze can be heard in asthma or COPD patients. There is also focal wheezing because of localized airway obstruction, like in foreign body, mucus plug, or due to tumor. As with crackles, wheeze can also be heard in healthy person. Wheeze may be absent in asthma patients with severe airway obstruction. It happens because the respiratory flows become so low that they are unable to provide the energy necessary to generate wheeze. And in such cases, wheeze may not be heard and it is called as silent chest. So, in such cases, reappearance of wheeze or normal breath sounds indicates a sign of improvement. Rhonchi. It is considered to be a variant of wheeze, differing from wheeze in its lower pitch. It can be heard on any phase of respiratory cycle and it resembles the sound of snoring on auscultation. Now, as with wheeze, it is produced due to narrowing of the lower airways but can also occur when there is collection of viscid secretions or mucosal edema. Pleural rub is a short, explosive sound, rubbing in character, and present in both phases of respiration. Typically, it is heard over the basal regions and axillary region than the upper region of the lung. It occurs due to inflamed pleural surface rubbing with each other during breathing. Now, it can be associated with pain and local tenderness if it is heard in inflammatory disease. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe our channel and please visit our website, The Doctors Club.